Hey, good Tuesday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Tuesday, July the 25th. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday morning as we whip through July. Whipping through July and whipping through every month, as I always say. That is life, and that is going to continue. Time goes by quickly. However, within each day, there are many opportunities to take a snapshot of things that inspire us, things that bring God into our life, things that make us motivated to do more with our life. And it's important to capture those moments because they are there. And sometimes we walk right past them. But I ask you today, be vigilant. Look for these moments each day. What are they? Where are they? They are probably in the most unsuspecting place. With that in mind, I ask you, as I always do, to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Matthew, chapter 20, verses 20 to 28. The mother of the sons of Zebedee approached Jesus with her sons and did him homage, wishing to ask him something. He said to her, "What do you wish?" She answered him, "Command that these two sons of mine, one sit at your right and the other at your left, in your kingdom." Jesus said in reply, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the chalice that I am going to drink?" They said to him, "We can." He replied, "My chalice you will indeed drink, but to sit at my right and sit at my left, this is not mine to give, but is for those whom have been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at the two brothers. But Jesus summoned them and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and the great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you shall be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you shall be your slave. Just so the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for many." On Saturday evening, my wife and I took the red eye back from Las Vegas. I have taken it multiple times. It was my wife's first time. The red eye, if you may know, is everything it is cracked up to be. It's not a lot of fun. Thankfully, my wife is still speaking to me. She survived it. We both did. But it is, in a way, a good thing we arrive back here and have the full day to stagger through and feel like you're hungover, but that's okay. We made it. But knowing what it's all about and knowing that they do feed you something on the plane, but you're not really in the mood to eat at such a late time, I said to her we should get a nice dinner out here before we leave for the airport. And we did just that. We went to a restaurant that we had been to before, one that we enjoyed while we were out there early in our stay. And we sat down and over came the waiter. And I had a shirt that had a dog on it. What a surprise. The waiter immediately recognized the dog on my shirt. With a smile on his face, the smile got even broader. He said to me, "Oh, you're a dog person. I am too." And he immediately took out his phone and showed us a picture of his dog. And it was a really nice first connection. He then went on to talk to us a little bit about the menu, knowing that we were both looking for something that did not have any meat products in it. We told him that. He said, "Oh, yes, I can also relate. I'm a pescatarian." He says, "Let me point out a few things." We ordered the Impossible Burger that it's known as, the meatless burger, and we sat there waiting for it to arrive. Well, we waited and we waited and we waited. After a few moments, he came over and he profusely apologized and said that there was a glitch in the computer, but came down to the fact that it was his fault, even though it really wasn't, but he said it was. He said that he had spoken to the chef and our food was going to be out within a couple of moments. In fact, it was, and he brought it over to us personally instead of one of the runners, as they're known in the restaurant. And then he said, again, "I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I hope you enjoy the meal, and I'll be back later." When he came back later on, he said that he was going to take off $10 off of our bill. I instead said to him, "Listen, here's the full amount. Your dog called me while we were eating and said she wanted a new toy." We all laughed and we enjoyed our experience in this restaurant. This story that I share with you really brings out several powerful points about serving. After all, waiters are known as servers. And I want to point out some of the positive things that go on every day and that can go on every day to bring us to a higher level of recognizing good service and offering good service to others, because that is where God is truly found. First and foremost, he made a connection. He made a connection, and if it wasn't for the dog on my shirt, he probably would have made a different connection. But either way, he was joyous in doing so. This was not a job to him. This was something that he enjoyed doing, and it was obvious this was not a painted smile on his face. Making a connection is the most important part. It starts off the most important part about compassionate service. From there, he was not in a rush. He focused solely on us. Of course, he had other tables to serve, and he would get to them, but while he was with us, he was with us. And you could tell that was, and that is that mindfulness, that presence when we are there serving. Then something went wrong, obviously, and this food got lost in the computer cloud of some sort. Well, he made it right. He did his best to make it right, and nothing service. Sometimes we up a little bit short, and it's best just to be honest about it. Just try to make it right. And when you part, memory. Obviously, I shared it with you. It was a positive service moment for me. There are positive service moments for you. What do